angry black man. I don't know how to act. I'm shooting everybody. I'm selling all this crack. Angry black man. Let me tell my story. Went from kings to slaves, lost all our glory.
Welcome, folks, to another episode of I Need Answers. I appreciate y'all coming back, listening and watching me. If you're on YouTube, hit like, hit subscribe, share the video. If you're on one of your podcast apps, make sure you do the same. I would truly appreciate that. Also, make sure you're following us on all social media networks. I Need Answers Podcast on all social media networks. It's actually I Need Answers Pod on Twitter and Instagram. I Need Answers Podcast on Facebook, as respectively. Y'all already know what's going on in the world. Do I really need to get into any type of false lead-ups or anything like that? No, I didn't think so either. Let's jump straight into it. I got show notes today and whatnot, so let's go ahead and get right into those show notes. Let me just get those pulled up. Okay, so I want to get the article pulled up as well, because Piers Morgan had said something very flagrant in regards to the N-word, and everyone was upset with Piers Morgan. If you don't know who Piers Morgan is, he is he's a writer. So he writes for the Daily Mail and whatnot. So Kanye West had a song called Gold Digger and whatnot. So there was some Alpha Phi sorority was singing Kanye West Gold Digger, and of course in the chorus it says, "No, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas." That's the lyrics of Kanye West. These girls in sorority was recorded saying it, and everyone was upset about it. And I tell y'all this all the time. The N-word, when another race calls me it, another race say it, it does not bother me. Let me tell y'all why. For those that are listening to me for the first time, let me tell you why it does not bother me. Because after they call me that, what do you think I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to do exactly what they expect and knock them out? That doesn't bother me. You call me the N-word all you want. It doesn't bother me, because at the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I know what I'm about. I am not about to be sitting here knocking out every person that calls me the N-word. I've been called N-word plenty of times, especially online. When you start speaking that real shit, people will start calling you nigga left and right. You hear me? They will call you nigga left and right. But Piers Morgan wrote an article. I want to read some of this for y'all. He said, on Tuesday, an Instagram story video was posted showing female members of the Alpha Phi sorority at the University of New Hampshire singing and dancing to the song at a party. They could be seen and heard singing that chorus, including repeated use of the word niggas. It was promptly shared to the Facebook page of All Eyes on UNH, which is run by other members of the university who have intent to expose injustices, according to the About section of the page. The Facebook post read, "A member of Alpha Phi sorority put this video of girls singing along to Gold Digger by Kanye West on an Instagram story. The girls then sing the N-word without thinking of implications. This is a showcase of ignorance, and Panhellenic Council should do a better in combating racism. The first step is addressing willful ignorance." The post ended with the hashtag #RacistUNH. So Piers Morgan decided he wanted to write this up and say his thing is, he called it utter nonsense that, that the girls were racist. He said, even by the pathetically easily offended snowflake standards of modern day U.S. campuses, this is ridiculous. How can it possibly be racist to sing along to a song that was #1 in America for 10 weeks? And is the word nigga really racist? Oh, I know the word nigger, from which it is derived from, is racist. We all know that. That's why I won't even spell it out. But even among black people, there's a disagreement as to whether the word nigga is actually a racist or offensive term at all. So Piers Morgan is pretty much saying he and whoever else should be able to say the word nigga, because if black people use it, black people say it, I should be able to say it. That's his reason for using nigga. And I tell him, more power to you. But this is again, I told y'all, it ain't gonna offend me. But if somebody knock your fucking head off because you decide you want to call them what's up nigga, or say, hey, what up nigga, hey, what up my nigga, whatever, I don't care what type of endearment it is. If somebody knock your head off for saying it, if somebody else get offended around me, I'm not defending you. Somebody knock your head off, I'm gonna watch you lay there. If you get in any type of trouble, it is what it is. I don't care about your situation. I just know how to handle you going forward, because at the end of the day, if you think it's okay to say that word, then you need to deal with the consequences that many people will give to you. Some will knock you out, some will go report you, whatever the case may be. You're going to have to deal with that. And I'm just going to sit back and watch. Just because it don't offend me don't mean it's not going to offend other people. It is an offensive word to say to me, but me personally, I'm all right, whatever, that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Just know you got to deal with those consequences. I don't have to deal with the consequences. You do. You know what I mean? So with that whole situation, I'm not even about to sit here and overanalyze that whole situation. I've been to Kanye West concert. I watched everybody in that concert say the word nigga. Black, white, Hispanic, whatever. Everybody was in there singing nigga. Ain't nobody looking, nobody funny in regards to that. Again, I'm not justifying anyone else using it. All I'm saying is, me personally, it doesn't bother me. It is a form of disrespect to most people. Again, it does not bother me. I'm not going to let somebody call me a nigger and make me upset. I'm not going to let somebody call me a nigger and it make me upset. I'm sorry. I have other things to be concerned about, like the improvement of our people, and somebody calling me nigger is not going to help us do anything if I get upset and start steaming about it. Whatever. You call me nigga. All right? Congratulations. Just understand that everybody know what type of person you are, and now you got to deal with those consequences. I don't have to deal with those consequences. You do. So that's what I'm going to say on that part in regards to that. Again, make sure y'all following us on all social media. I Need Answers Pod. It's important because that's where you can stay the most up to date. I promise you that you will stay the most up to date in regards to that. So, moving along, there was an article posted by some simp motherfucker, a black man, who said black men are white men in the black community, basically saying we're able to do whatever the hell we want, run rampant. I'm not even going to give y'all this. I don't want to give y'all a source. I don't want y'all to even read this article because it's utter bullshit. Essentially, what the article is saying is that black men have privilege in the black community that black women don't have. And to be quite honest with you, that's bullshit, because black women are winning left and right. And I actually said, I feel like black men are being left behind, and that's what actually inspired this podcast, because we see the black women getting pushed forward, which I'm absolutely all for that. I'm absolutely for black women getting pushed forward. But at the same time, I need black men to also be on our P's and Q's and be on our shit and make sure we on our dean. And we need to also help push our black women forward, help give our black women a bigger voice, and also help our black women prosper. So if you're not trying to do that for our black women, you're against black people. I told you, I'm for the entirety of black people, including women. So that shit he was talking about, that's some bullshit. Fuck all that. And it's a bunch of women online agreeing to it, them shea butter ass chicks. I called one girl out, I said she had a shea butter ore. She said, see, this is exactly what the article talking about. Yeah, shut up. I can't fuck with anybody that's against black people, especially black men. How are you against black men? And then you call yourself a black feminist. How? Who are you? What the fuck sense did that make? Black feminist is supposed to be for women's rights, right? You're supposed to be for the black family too, but y'all not for black family. A lot of black feminists marry outside the race. So no, I'm sorry, Shea Butter Twitter, I can't fuck with y'all. Y'all know I can't fuck with y'all, and I'm not even gonna really. I'm not even gonna go into that because everybody know me. No, I can't fuck with Shea Butter Twitter. So I'm moving kind of fast. I know, but I want to get to the purpose of the article. I mean, the purpose of the episode. But I gotta hit these hot topics real quick. All right, so J. Cole decided to tweet a thread, and I wanted to go ahead and read this thread to y'all. He said, it's quite a bit, so I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna break it down as I'm reading along. No, I'm gonna say that for last. I'm gonna say J. Cole for last. I'm sorry. All right. Let's just go. Let me talk about the NFL protests. Those of you that have been watching the games today, I saw from social media, there was a lot of players protesting the NFL. There was a lot, or the national anthem. There was a lot of players kneeling for the national anthem. There was teams not even coming out for the national anthem. They like, no, we're not even coming out for this whole joint. So, as y'all know, the fake Patriots came out in droves talking about they're going to now boycott the NFL because they're letting the players protest the national anthem. And I want to actually break something down for y'all. And it's something that I've been reiterating, and I'm going to continue to reiterate because it's important that every person I know is able to fully understand what I'm saying and regurgitate what I'm saying. Because it's going to be your ultimate defense. If you call yourself a patriot and you feel like what they're doing is wrong, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You're definitely a patriot if you feel like what they're doing is wrong. But in the same breath, if you feel like what they're doing they shouldn't be allowed to do, you're un-American. You're un-American. There's no way you can sit here and oppress people's constitutional rights and call yourself an American. It's not possible. I served in the military. People don't fight for you to tell them what to do. Or if you don't like what they're doing, you take away their constitutional rights. How can you call yourself an American trying to take away people's constitutional rights? You can hate every single player that takes a knee for the national anthem. But as soon as you say they shouldn't be allowed to do it, that's the moment you're showing how un-American you are. When you wave that Confederate flag, you're un-American. When you try to oppress people's constitutional rights, you're un-American. That is just a simple fact. There's no getting around it. There's no hiding it. There's no doubting it. There's nothing you can say to try and justify taking away someone's constitutional right. Now, I do see people starting to bring up the NFL bylaws, saying that all the players must come out and stand for the national anthem and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, all that other shit. Well, the NFL ain't bring out them bylaws. I don't even know if those is even real. I know the NFL did get paid by the military to start broadcasting the national anthem to bring on a hoorah after 9/11. I do know that. So, with that being said, it's a constitutional right to choose what you want to do. If you feel like they should not be allowed, that means you're saying they should not have the constitutional right to assembly and or protest, which means you want to take away their First Amendment. That is not American. Hate it all you want. Be disgusted. Say you hate every single one of them. Say all the worst things you can in the world. But the moment you say they shouldn't be allowed to do it is the moment you're trying to take away their constitutional right, meaning you are un-American. Do not try and jazz it up. Stop trying to put it on the military. Stop trying to say people fought for risk their lives. How can you not show them respect? Yada, 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 yada. And then you don't want to bring up the third verse of the national anthem. Nobody wants to bring up that third verse, but everybody's so patriotic. So, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying your patriotism. I'm not buying how you so American and you're going to be the one who's going to, you're going to boycott the NFL because you feel like this is stupid. You have the right to boycott the NFL. You have the right to feel like it's stupid, but you do not have the right to take away anyone's constitutional right. That is not American. People sign up to fight for this country every day to protect that Constitution. And for y'all to say that somebody's un-American because you want to take away their constitutional right is a complete contradiction of itself. A complete contradiction. Stop the bullshit. Just say you don't care about no one that's poor. Just say you don't like black people, because I've seen some people say it, and I'm going to post it on my Instagram as well. I Need Answers Pod. Make sure you're following it. You don't like black people. Just say it. Stop being scared. Trump has brought out so many different people. Stop being scared. Show them balls. Show us how big them kahunas are. If you're such a patriot, you're such a tough guy, you got all this tough shit to say, most of y'all hide behind Facebook pages. Most of y'all don't even put y'all real Facebook picture on Facebook. Y'all just like to talk shit in a bunch of different threads, whatever the case may be. But if you're so tough, just say, hey, I don't like people of color. I don't give a damn about them. I want to just watch my football in peace. I watch my football to get away from them fucks. I hate them. Just say it. Stop acting like you so goddamn patriotic, because that's not the case. You're not patriotic. You don't care about the constitutional rights that was given to us. How? How can you possibly care about the constitutional rights that was given to us? How? Please tell me. You're supposed to be so patriotic, yet you don't want to give everybody their constitutional rights. Something's not adding up. Something is not adding up. You want to take away constitutional rights, but you're patriotic. So stop using that bullshit. Stop using the military. We're not accepting that excuse. Yes, I served in the military, and we are not accepting that excuse. The consensus for most of us is we fight for the constitutional right for you to choose. Yes, there's a lot of people in the military that are pissed off about it, but don't bring up your dead-ass father, your dead grandfather. Don't bring up no dead ancestors in no way, shape, or form, and try and use them as your scapegoat as the reason why people shouldn't be able to protest. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. And I'm going to just tell you how it is. It's bullshit. Kill the noise. I'm not buying it. That's not patriotic. That's not American. And I don't want to hear no other excuse as to why you feel like people shouldn't be allowed to protest. Stop it. Because I ain't seen none of y'all have a fit when the Charlottesville situation happened. And these motherfuckers was waving Confederate and Nazi flags. So, I don't want to hear your excuses. Y'all can kick rocks with all that bullshit. Y'all can sit here and act like y'all patriotic, but y'all not. Y'all not. I'm just already tell you, you're not patriotic. Now, let me go ahead and break down these J. Cole tweets. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. For those NFL players who lock in arms and, you know, kneeling, putting their hand over their heart, yeah, well, you're not fooling nobody. Get the fuck out of here. Either you all in or you all out. It's all about what you want to do. You know what I mean? I told y'all, make y'all choice about the protest. I want to know what's next. Y'all know what the first episode in I Need Answers podcast, of course, not the intro episode, but episode 1 is called What's Next. I've been telling y'all this for weeks. What's next? Go ahead and protest all you want. Have your little fun. But what's next? Let's break down these J. Cole tweets before we get up out of here. J. Cole said, God bless every player that finds courage to kneel today. But the real power comes from you deciding to not watch. Your eyes translate to advertising money for the league and its owners. Same ones who speak out against Trump today are the same ones that denied a qualified man a job because he took a stand against injustice. So what J. Cole is saying is, not only it's nice that niggas is kneeling, but y'all motherfuckers need to stop watching football. If y'all really want to see a change. And he's saying the same people that sat here and said Trump was wrong is the same people who's not giving Colin Kaepernick a job. We know that. You and me have the power to deny them our attention, money to them, until they make a wrong situation right. How do they make it right? I know there are people smarter than me with better answers, but here's one. Hire third-party investigators approved by NFLPA to determine if Cap was denied a job unfairly as punishment for his stance. I know. And compensate the man for his losses and determine if they determine he was. Bear with me, I'm just a rapper. Now look. Every day they stay quiet on their saying that they condone what's happening to Cap and its message it sends. Well, you have a choice on how you respond to that. You can choose not to watch. If a boycott doesn't force them into action, don't even trip. This is where the real flex happen. Black people spend a lot of money with NFL corporate sponsors. White people who don't fuck with the white supremacy spend a lot of money too. So next, you turn your attention to these sponsors. Pick one of the biggest ones and say, do you agree with blackballing players when they speak out against oppression? If not, why are you spending all this money with the league that clearly condones that? You know what? I don't think I can spend my money with you no more until you fix this. Repeat with another company and another. That's when magic happens. And sadly, it's the capitalistic world we live in, and when your voice is heard, when you're in that, sadly, this is the capitalistic world we live in. That's when your voice is heard, when you hurt their pockets. So Cole is talking about what's next. Cole is saying now at this point, go to the sponsors and be like, do you feel like Kaepernick was shitted on? If you feel like Kaepernick was shitted on, why are you spending advertising dollars with the NFL with someone who condones shitting on a person of color for sticking up for oppressed people? Oh, okay. You ain't got no real reason for that? All right, cool. We're going to not spend no money with y'all for a while until y'all figure that whole situation out. Y'all know our spending power. I talk about it all the time. We have the money. We don't have the unity. We have the money. We just don't have the unity. Y'all know the spending power. So, what's next? I always ask, what's next? Okay, protest is nice, but what's next? Let me continue reading. I respect whatever you decide to do. Watch or don't watch, whatever's in your heart. But I'm not watching till it. I'm not watching till it feel right. It was hard during preseason in the first week, but then I was like, wait, is this actually hard? Some of us got grandparents that walk miles to work instead of riding bus just to show the bus companies that they won't tolerate racism. So when I think about it, it's like that. It's very easy on Sunday to say, nope, I'm straight. This may be the biggest opportunity we have ever been presented to come together and show the world and ourselves our true economic power. Thank you, Colin, for your sacrifice. I'm going to stop it there. Peace and love to you all. Let's give energy to solutions, not the problem, even if you don't rock with mine. You see what Cole is saying? Cole is saying, all right, this protest shit is nice, but what's next? This is the same shit that I be telling y'all all the time. I tell y'all this all the time. I say, okay, protest is cool, but what's next? All we do is protest march, protest march, protest march, protest march, yada, 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 yada. But what's next? Again, what's next? What is the plan? What is the overall goal of this whole thing? If the only goal is to get Kaepernick a job, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. If y'all only goal is to get Kaepernick a job again, that's bullshit. The goal is, in my eyes, the goal is to get the solutions to what we're facing. The goal is to get solutions to what we're facing. People of color, poor and disenfranchised people, are really facing oppression in America at an alarming rate. They're funneled into these ghettos. We're funneled into these ghettos. We're funneled into these bad communities, these bad parts of the neighborhoods. We get gentrified out of our own neighborhoods. This is a real thing. We don't have any economic power collectively. We have buying power, but we don't have economic power collectively. And some people say is, well, man, people gotta take care of their souls, man. You gotta just worry about yourself, and I gotta get this money in. Once I get this money, I'm gonna I'm gonna do what I gotta do for my family, and that's it. Fuck it. But then your child gotta go through that same shit again, and their child gotta go through it again. I think about more than just myself and my family. I think about the entirety of my people, of my race, like the alt-right, for example. As much as the alt-right hate everybody that's not Anglo-Saxon, all they want is the purity of their race. I'm not saying about the purity thing. I don't feel like I would kill to make sure only black people mate with black people and all that other shit. That's a little extreme for me. But I get what they're saying. They're saying is all these other people are coming in. Y'all trying to push us out. Y'all trying to erase us. And y'all trying to get rid of us. Fuck that. We standing strong for our people. We're going to stand up for our people. I can respect them wanting to stand up for their people. Now, the fact that they want to just get rid of everybody in spite of, to make sure they stay pure and all that other shit, I'm not fucking with that. That's terroristic shit. That's terrorism. But I get what they're trying to do. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to make sure my people, I'm not even about to even say I'm about to do something similar to them motherfuckers. I don't even want to compare my shit to them. All I'm trying to do is help my people understand we are just as good as everybody else. What we need to do is unify and show them that we're just as good. And it ain't even about proving them wrong. It's about showing ourselves. We need to prove to ourselves that we are as good. We can do what we want to do. Our kids can do what they want to do in this world. But we just need to make sure they have the same advantages as everybody else. That's all. We need to have the same advantages as everybody else. Nepotism, there's nothing wrong with nepotism. We just need to get it ourselves. We need to stop being so happy, happy, joy, joy. Wrap your arms around me. Let's lock arms and be all unified. When everybody else like, you don't get the fuck out of here. I'll merge with you a little bit, but let me go ahead and get back to this money and make sure I take care of my people first. Donald Sterling was talking about it in an interview when he got caught up with that girl years back. He was talking about, listen, the Jewish community, we're going to take care of you. We're going to loan you money, no interest. We're going to make sure you get on your feet. We're going to get it to the poor people. We're going to get you on your feet. We're going to get you a job. We're going to get you through school. We're going to take care of you. That's what he said the Jewish community do. Nobody has a problem with that, though. When black people say it, it's an issue. When black people say, yo, Issa Rae said she was rooting for everybody black. That's it. And that's it. I'm rooting for everybody black. Oh, that's reverse racism. How could you say that? What if somebody white said that? Oh my God. Well, say it and find out what will happen. What it is a lot of people are caught up in trying to catch black people and being reverse racism. And all black people are doing is saying exactly what y'all doing. We saying we want to do what we want to do, and y'all actually doing it. So there's no difference. Y'all just not saying it blatantly. We're saying it. And we're proud. Like, I'm rocking with my black people. Whoever black, I want them to win. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, I can do the same thing. I don't know why people feel like they can't say the same thing, but we gonna say it, and we not gonna be scared to say it. So again, what's next? Y'all let me know what's next, man. Tell me what you think is next. Comment under the video. Comment on my Instagram, Twitter, at me, whatever you gotta do, Facebook. Let me know what you think is next, all right? Remember, I Need Answers Pod, I Need Answers Podcast, at MarvCritt. I'm all over the place. Man, make sure y'all check us out, MarvCritt.com. I got merchandise coming soon. Once I get some pictures, some t-shirts printed up, I'm gonna be wearing them during the show so y'all can see them if you like it. I'm gonna leave a link in the description and everything so you can purchase it, all right? So again, I appreciate everybody. See y'all. We'll talk to y'all next week. I'm still trying to work out. This guest thing is just exhausting. Y'all know this just be me, but I want to get some guests on. Y'all like guests. I see y'all like guests. I be looking at the episode ratings, and y'all really do like when I bring guests on. So I'm gonna do that more often, man. I'm just gonna get it all lined up and just get it done. All right. Peace.